loves, how are we? Recently I've gone through a massive lifestyle change from living full-time in my camper van, which was a pretty relaxed existence now, like looking back on it, to now being a homeowner for the first time. And our house is beautiful and wonderful, but it does need a lot of work to get it to the point where it's actually functional. Cough cough, the bathroom, uh-oh. And I'm definitely still getting to grips with how to structure my days so that I'm making sure that enough renovation is happening in a day, but also to the point where I'm not burning myself out. And I'm definitely more on the burnout side of that scale at the moment. So I really need to try to figure out what we're doing. But I thought it would be a really good opportunity to show you guys what a kind of average day of house renovating looks like for me at the moment. So let's go. I learned to play the piano in a very specific decade, and I want to see if you can guess what decade that is by the songs that will never be forgotten out of my brain. The mornings do usually start with a healthy dose of procrastination because honestly I get so plagued by indecision, and I paralyze with indecision. There are many things that we could do today and I don't know which one is the most helpful, and so I will waste an hour just being unsure, and then realistically I probably could have got both of those jobs done in the time it took me to decide which one to do. Every morning, it's ridiculous. Okay, so the options are, oh, welcome to the bathroom, by the way. This is the only bathroom we have in our entire house, and I demoed it 5 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure. So we've been without bathroom for 5 weeks now. Going great. The options for today are to either keep removing all the paint from around these windowsills, or I could get the plywood put down on the floor, because basically like our floor is not in the most fabulous of condition, so it needs a little bit of assistance. A few boards need nailed back down, and there's a lot of glue from when they used to have vinyl flooring in here and it was like glued to the subfloor. So Dems are the options, and I don't know which one to do. From looking at my phone for the weather, doing the floor is going to require some cutting of some plywood, which I'm going to do outside. I think it makes the most sense to start on that in the morning, and then if it gets really rainy and minging in the afternoon, then I can just come inside and hide and chip away at paint until my brain gives out on me because it's the most tedious thing in the whole world. Okay, cool, good plan. All right, wow, look, we made a decision. Look at us go. Okay. Don't you just fucking love when your drill battery dies on your first screw? When I plastered the bathroom a few weeks ago, I had all this leftover plaster and I didn't want to just put it in the bin because that seemed so incredibly wasteful, and that's not really my vibe. So I decided I would try to make a lamp out of the excess plaster, like a lamp base, and then we could add like a shade and electricity and stuff to it. And I was like, what is a cool shape in this house that I could cast? So this is our toilet brush holder. Because I thought it was a nice fun shape. I'm going to take it out and see what it looks like. Oh wow, oh, it's definitely going to have plastic bag crinkles all over it. Clearly, I did not think about the bag texture, because if I had, I would have probably gone with something like cling film or, you know, anything other than the loose fitting bag. I really don't know how I feel about this just yet. My plan is to just leave it out for the day and to just monitor how my feelings are changing throughout the day. See if I fall in love with it by 5 p.m. Let's give it a chance. The drill should now be sufficiently charged, so it is back to what are we just screwing? Woo! Figuring out like how to chop up a piece of ply has never ever been my strong suit. I remember with the van, I really struggled with it. I have to like really give a lot of thought and effort to figure out how to fit that into the size I need. Also, I fucking managed to cut myself on the stupid measuring tape. I'm bleeding. I do this all the time. I hate measuring tapes. Alright, I have figured out my two cut lists for whether I want the sort of seams to be going vertically or horizontally across the room. And it's actually at this point I've just realised I need to figure out which orientation I want the flooring to be laid, because you want to, when you're doing a floor, you want things to be like opposite of each other, because I think that provides the most stability. So basically I need to figure out if I want to lay the laminate planks short ways or long ways, because that will dictate whether I lay the plyboard short ways or long ways, because it'll be opposite to whichever way I decide. So that means Sims, because hello, actual CAD systems are a no. Obviously it is not, all the things are not a perfect match, okay, but it is as close as you can get in this game and I'm fine with it. So we can either have it this way or we can have it that way. And I need to decide like right now. I think I'm gonna go with long ways. I think long ways makes it nice and elongate the room, you know, kind of leads the eye round the room. Yeah, so we're going to go with long ways for the floor boards, which means we want the plyboard to go short ways. Which is fine. Is that fine? I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, cool. I'm going to be setting up the jigsaw outside in the garden. So you guys are going to see something. And I feel like I just need to get ahead of it and just be the one to show you so you don't see it in the background and start crying. Something really terrible happened to the potatoes. I should have checked the weather forecast before we left the house for a week. I had a little cry about it when we came home yesterday. Right, okay, optimism. Let's try and save some ties. I am so thrilled. I am so thrilled. I was so worried I wasn't going to be able to save any of them. We've actually got... Okay, it's not great. It's not going to feed us through the winter. But it's also, it's not bad for a first attempt and for growing them in the goddamn forest. I think in terms of like weight gained, we've definitely lost potato weight. But, you know, we should have just eaten these rather than planting them. We have actually lost calories, if that makes sense, by trying to grow more, but alas. It's starting to rain, so I really need to hurry my little butt up here. Absolutely minimal wastage, and I'm finished just before I think the rain is gonna really start now. I'm sweating like fucking nothing on earth. But this is the very terrifying moment in a project where you figure out if you've measured everything correctly or if you need to go and spend a boatload more money on another piece of plywood. I forgot about the pipes. I've just packed away all the jigsaw. I forgot about the pipes. So I need to cut out holes around these pipes so that it'll fit. I completely forgot about that. Stupid. Usually when I'm working on house projects, I will force myself to stop at a reasonable time, like at an end of work day time, like 5-6 o'clock-ish, because otherwise you could just keep going forever, and that is a surefire way to just burn out within one day. This is as far as we've got today. I think it looks great. I've never installed a ply subfloor before though, so I don't actually know what like the markers are for a good install versus a bad one, so I have no idea if this is a good install or not, but I'm just personally thrilled. So I don't think I can actually resist. I think I'm gonna need to put down a plank of our floor. Do you wanna? just so we can start to visualize what it's gonna look like. I'm so excited. I think it looks really pretty. Oh. Obviously it's hard to tell at this stage what it's actually going to look like because that wall is definitely not staying brown. That's going to get painted, the trim's getting painted. You know, all the walls will be white apart from the blue wall there. It's so exciting! Oh my god! Lewis will be home any minute now and I think I'm starving. I'm so ready for dinner, but I think because it's actually not too hot outside now, I might see if he wants to go for a run with me with the dogs. Just a quick one. I haven't done a lot of running in the past few weeks, so maybe like a 20 minute job, and then we'll get some dinner on the go. It is like almost 6 and Lewis isn't back yet, but I just got a text from him saying that he's gonna go to the gym himself. So I'm gonna just like prep a little bit of dinner, get it done, and then I think I'll just go for a run by myself with the dogs, and then hopefully that'll kind of coincide so that we can eat dinner together. We shall see. Can I tell you guys a really funny story? So it's about this new phone that I have. I had to get a new phone because, right, I like to have my phones for a long time and I like them to have like natural deaths, like to the point where their battery just doesn't last anymore and they just naturally kind of, you know, grow into old age and die. About 2 months ago, I dropped it down the toilet and the camera broke. The phone itself was totally fine. It just, anytime you opened up the camera, it was just black. I was like, okay, not ideal. I can still deal with this. It's absolutely fine. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago and I dropped my phone down the toilet again. I don't even have a toilet in my house, but it killed it. It actually fucking killed it off. The phone was murdered. The phone didn't get to have the dignified end that I wanted for it. I murdered it and it was fucking tragic. I was really upset. I've gone for the Pixel 6 and it's got a really cool camera and stuff on it, and also look at my new case. I can't deal with it. This is the fucking cat. It's the fucking cat. Oh yeah. Perfect, so everything is covered and waiting and ready. All I need to do when we come back in from a run is bang the tatties on so that they'll be nice and hot little, with lots of butter. Oh, I'm so excited. I swear, if those tatties don't taste good, I will cry. That is a threat. Okay, right. Let's go for a run. I realised that I look like a proper, like, 90s mother exercising. I kind of love it. I kind of absolutely love it. Right, I'm going to set the tatties boiling and have a quick shower. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous about my potatoes not tasting nice. Ooh. This is probably a good opportunity for me to show you guys how we've been showering since not having a shower. They look so nice. I've just put a crack of salt and pepper and then a boatload of butter. I really need them to perform and be amazing so that I can feel accomplished about my growing of potatoes. Lewis is home from work. Why am I chasing you with your plate? Take your plate. Dinner.
Thank you.
Here I'll go.
Awesome.
Are you gonna try? Wait, can we try tatties at the same time?
Yes.
I think my feelings toward it are growing. It's kind of sculptural and cute, right? Liz, come on, let's try the tatties.
Come in. Okay.
They're yummy!
It's really nice. They're nice.
They're yummy.
They're really nice.
Tatties.
Well, they are real patties.
After dinner, Lewis will do the dishes because I do all the cooking. He does all the dishes. It's a wonderful little system we have worked out. And I will eat my daily ice cream. Yes, it is a daily ice cream. I feel I deserve it at the moment. I look terrible. I'm really tired. Oh, never mind. After this ice cream is finished, that's really where the excitement ends for the evening. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, I have lots of other videos on my channel that you can go and check out. If you enjoyed it, you'll probably enjoy some other ones. And subscribe if you want to. Like this video. Do all the things. Or I don't even know. I'm so tired. Okay, I love you. Bye.